I have found myself reaching a point in my mind where everything was so paradoxical. I found myself looking at everything that I've learned and everything that I learned contradicting everything that I learned, and all this knowledge, but all these connections that you tend to make. And people don't know knowledge is about making connections. Making connections so you can transform yourself, so you can grow. Learning knowledge mixed with having wisdom, you move past and you learn from your experiences and you grow and you become a better version of yourself, we would hope. But I've come to realize I've learned so much, the basics of things, nothing so far as new languages, nothing as far as, um, you know, looking at a deeper perspective of the Bible. No, the basics, just as the universal laws, the principle of polarization, basic laws. There's a hot and there's a cold. There's an in, there's an out, there's a feminine, there's a masculine. I took the time to learn the basics, the roots of femininity and masculinity. Those were some of the topics of knowledge that I decided to dive in so I can recognize and be able to categorize myself in the moment, at the moment where I am. But I come to realize that knowledge is so paradoxical that a man that does not believe in, a man that does not believe and just has knowledge, what do you gain besides more knowledge? And they say knowledge is power, and power is energy. And you catch my drift. But I've come to realize, what is the point? That's the point that I've came to right now, in this moment. What is the point? We learn knowledge and we learn wisdom. And wisdom is something that is within you. Wisdom is something that you discover within yourself everyday living. And then I've heard it down to the roots of you cannot control anything in this world, but people seem to think that they can make their dreams manifest. And I have no problem with that because I have dreams. That is why this is all so confusing. Stay with me. Knowledge is so paradoxical that they're filled with half truths. Because if that person says they have knowledge and that person says they have knowledge but they disagree, who is right and who is wrong? Again, a contradiction we face. This is what we live in every day in society. This is what our businesses are built on. This is what capitalism is built on. This is what they push subconsciously and consciously. Egypt and all these things. Going back and learning history. What history? Bible history? There's so much knowledge, so many different perspectives. But all together, we say that is ego, projection. You're projecting. You're victimizing someone. You're victimizing yourself. You're projecting. There's so many things people use to argue. Knowledge is so argumentative. Knowledge in comparison to others, but they say drop your ego because you shouldn't compare yourself to one another. You should love your brother, and that is true. You should love your sister, and that is true. To me. You see what I'm saying? It has caused me so much emotional turmoil with my own life and where I sit with the Most High. If I'm doing the right thing, if I'm doing the wrong thing, if I'm dropping my ego, if I'm raising my vibrations, there is so many things. Get so analytical. It makes my head hurt. What I'm trying to say, sorry, I had to smile. It's getting kind of dark. The passion in me. I don't know what to do. It's like fire within me. It makes me so emotional, makes me so aggressive, it makes me so, it makes me so excited. Feel everything to the 10,000th degree. And when I express it, I'm weird. I'm crazy. And people say, don't care what people think. Don't care what people think. Okay. Did all these things. I did them all. Did them all. Just feeling the old memories just makes me express myself differently. I realized I was trying to manifest my destiny. Manifest my destiny with the person that I love. It was perfect. It was perfect, bro. Grinding, having friends, grinding with you. Building your knowledge and intellect. Being a better person. I had it. I thought I did. I thought I had it. I already been there. I already did that. And you're telling me that because I'm 21, I can't be tired of living in this fucked up world? What I've been through feels like I've lived here 50 years because I just feel it. I feel it. I feel what I've been through. Oh, it's like, oh, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. So sometimes I come off a little much, but I'm working on it. I'm working on the balance. What I'm trying to say is I elected to opt out of learning for a sec. They say your higher self got you. Your higher self will provide for you. So I'm going to let it happen. If I so happen to stumble across an article or I so happen to stumble across a book, I'm going to read it because I felt like I was guided. So there's the knowledge, providing what I need when I need it. I elected to be more conscious of my breathing because when I'm conscious of my breathing, whatever comes next in my head is going to be something so much clearer than the thoughts that I had when I wasn't consciously breathing, just like the gas. So I elect to breathe consciously. And I set a goal, but it's not a goal. No, it's not a goal. If I slip up, I'm not going to be mad at myself because I'm going to get better. The principle of polarization. So I'm going to breathe and see where that takes me. I elect to wake up when my body first gets up. There are times my body naturally gets up at 7 o'clock and I take my butt back to sleep because I'm like, I gotta go to work. I need my maximum amount of energy. Not knowing what the morning could have had in store for me. And then down the line when I'm working, I'm like, dang, I should have woke up early so I could prepare myself for this day dealing with people. So waking up early. And lastly, the one that helped me even through my journey, now I'm coming back, repeating the cycle. Lastly, drinking enough water every day to flush out those toxins, whether I decide to eat a wrong meal or a right meal. That's what I'm doing. That's what I got so far. And I'm going to catch you up later, Kendall, because this is for you. When you get tired, stressed out, upset, you don't know where to go, look at this video. This is for you. Because this is going to help you. Because if your higher self is your lower self, and you're talking as your higher self, aren't you talking as your lower self too? And if you're talking as your lower self, but you're talking like your higher self, what does that make you? What I'm trying to say is, you think that coming back to this video, Kendall, you'd be like, I've grown since then. But if I'm your lower self, I'm also your higher self. So you coming back looking at this video is good. You think wisdom can't be built? You're building wisdom by making sure you learn your lessons. All right, I'm about to go. Peace out. Love. Kendall out.